And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Wrong Side Simulations, bringing the best content from the wrong side of the airplane, the right seat. And as always, my name is Blake, and I am a real-world flight dispatcher, and we bring a little more context to your flight sim viewing experience. And today, a few of y'all might already know, this is a makeup stream from yesterday. We attempted this stream yesterday and ran out of time before having to go to work. Hopefully that's not the same case today. I do have to start getting ready for work in about the next 2.5 hours. So we're going to try to get this airplane down to Whiteman Air Force Base. Now, the scenario that we were playing yesterday was that we had an honor flight up here to Minneapolis to the Fort Snelling National Cemetery, as y'all just saw, which is just outside of the perimeter gates of Minneapolis Airport. And brought a bunch of veterans up here to visit the cemetery and spent the night and then flying them back. Again, we ran out of time, so this is a makeup stream, and I do know that Memorial Day is not today. Yeah, CFI, it was still World War II. I think we'll actually play the Band of Brothers song on landing with yeah, we'll do it live with the song on. We'll make it a little more emotional, a little more touchy on the heartstrings. But anyways, guys, as always, first things first, huge shout out to all the channel members, and that's going to be Callie Simmer, Marco, Image Seeker, Kyle Lewis, D Chimp, Captain Nate, Hillbilly Gypsy, AJJ, Wes Burson, David Isaac, Dustin, Tyler Rocks, and Mickety Mike. Thank you guys so much for the continued support, especially during this period of less than often streams or repetitive streams. Now to the chat, we got my man Zach Hamilton in the house, and we're back. Yes, sir. I hated that we didn't get to finish yesterday, but at least we got to finish things off with a wicked little landing there at the end of the stream. Callie Simmers in the house. Great to see you, Callie. Hope you're doing well on this lovely Wednesday morning for you. And CFI, see, I want to see what you said. Mainly overeat, and overspend. Hell yeah, there you go. Going to the Grand Canyon as well. Maybe see Mike. You can stop by, dude. Yeah, Mike should more than likely should be able to meet up with you. Now, CFI, I'm gonna tell you something. If you can, you might even be able to do. Well, I don't know. All right. When I went to the Grand Canyon, we flew it with Maverick helicopter tours. Unfucking believable. If you can swing the money, I don't know how much. Mine was free. Crystal's boss paid for mine and her ticket as a birthday gift for her. For both of us, it was like $700. So split that in half. But you might also maybe be able to use some sort of jump seat privileges. There's more than one helicopter tour out there. You'd have to look at your jump seat agreements. But I know, at least with Spirit, we have some jump seat agreements with a few different helicopter tour companies. So you can look and see who all is out there, and you might be able to get you a free ride. But absolutely worth it if you can do it. 100% recommend. I did a 45-minute flight. We went down into the canyon, steep banks up against the North Rim wall. Like it was unbelievable. So if you can do that, fucking do it. It makes the standard overlook look like nothing. So anyways, continuing on. My man Johnny Bravo, great to see you, dude. How's things going with the move? Marco, welcome, my friend. Great to see you, dude. Hope you're doing well. Jay Queen, how's it going, dude? Good, lovely morning to those of you who are a little bit further west than I am, and if you are on the East Coast, good afternoon. All right, we are going to jump into it because we got to get moving. Man, this little panel's gonna be out of whack. See my panel in where it's supposed to be. All right, cool. That should work. Nope, not yet. Haha, just kidding. So yeah, touchdown zone elevation altitude, 837. Yep, perfect. And let's get that logo light on. Get that over to the right side. Traffic FPV flight directors on both sides. We'll come back to the MCP later.
Runway awareness. Okay. Feet.
So I thought I had this little issue fixed with MobiFlight. Told MobiFlight to stop looking at my FMSs, but my FMSs are blank. So we might be back on the mouse again, if that's the case. Yep, it's still not working. Fucking MobiFlight. Fuck things up. Let's see real quick. Extras. Settings. Peripherals. Yeah, so I got them deselected, so I don't know why it would still be messing with it. Let's try one thing. We'll restart that. Restart both of these, and if it don't work, we're just gonna keep on moving. Yeah, this new beta of MobiFlight can control your displays on your FMSs for, you know, anybody that makes profiles for your FMSs or your McDoos, but it's overriding or at least conflicting with WinWing's software. Now, to be fair, I do remember yesterday it said I had a firmware update for both, but I don't think that would keep the displays from working. So, alright, we're just gonna keep on moving. So I don't think it worked. So we are in Minneapolis. We'll stop there for now. Come back to the radios, the comm radios here in just a minute.
TCAS test pass.
Glide slope. Pull up. Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear. Terrain. Terrain. Pull up.
Airspeed low. Airspeed low.
Alright, while that's doing its thing, we'll come on this side, position the nits. Minneapolis is set. Put it into the origin. Heading up to SZL, I believe it is. Yep. Whiteman Air Force Base. Alaska Airlines. 6691. Departing off of, we're planned on 12 left. So what are they currently doing? Departing 12 left, 12 right, and 17. We're closest to 12 left. So we'll try 12 left, but we'll see what those controllers give us. We're going to be on the Rochester 1. ALO transition. From there, Kirksville. And then arriving on runway 1 right. We'll take the Yankee procedure. I'm sorry, runway 1, not 1 right. Going up to 36,000 feet. So our planned fuel is 16.4. Zero fuel weight is planned at 127. That should be 128 even. And let's see what this gave us. 128. Nice. Now I don't know why it did the bus, because I set up walking waypoints for these bastards. And yesterday the passengers wouldn't board. It looks like we're going to have the same issue today. We'll see. We'll see what it does. Reserve fuel is 3.5. Cost index 99. Cruise winds 258 at 30. And temp up there is minus 48. And I'm just going to use yesterday's performance, because I don't feel like going outside the sim. There we go. 150 runway heading. It's 121. And altitude on the SID is 7,000. And then we'll get things set up for our engine fail, and that would be to come back to 12 right. Frequencies 110.3. Cool, that's good to go. This bastard's coming. Nope. Guess they don't want to leave. Alright, altimeter is 3018. Fully moved in Phoenix. That's awesome. Loving it. Got a second interview as a duty manager of cargo ops out here. Oh, hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Fingers crossed for you. Zach, I want to say it's MobiFlight, because at least that's what I was doing yesterday. Was like whenever I would start MobiFlight, I would have MobiFlight logos pop up on the screens of my FMS. But I've turned those off, and it still seems to be interfering, or maybe it is WinWing. Not sure. But I need to do some hardware updates. But to do that, I got to do a bunch of restarts and stuff. So that obviously won't work on a stream. So I'm gonna reset position here. go ahead and get everything closed up, because they're clearly not going to board. Alright, now we just need to get our radios going. ADIS is 20.8.
Following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information Kilo. Minneapolis St. Paul.
Kilo. Damn it, left my Apple Pen in my bag. Minneapolis clearance. Alaska 6691 request to IFR to Whiteman Air Force Base. What the hell? Winnipeg Center.
Zulu.
Alaska 6691, cleared to Whiteman via the RST-1 departure, then is filed. Climb and maintain 4000. Expect flight level 36010 minutes after departure. Departure on 132.975 squawk 1354.
Alright, Alaska 6691's cleared to Whiteman Air Force Base via the Rochester 1 departure, then is filed. Will climb and maintain 4000. Expect flight level 36010 minutes for departure. Departure frequencies on 32.975 and will squawk 1354. Alaska 6691.
Alaska 6691, Minneapolis clearance, read back correct.
Alrighty, so 32.975. And then squawk 1354.
Boarding has started and the first passengers are aboard the plane.
Oh, are they?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Alaska Airlines Flight 6691.
They always give me 4,000.
Departing from
They never say
Minneapolis
climb
to
via
Whiteman
SID.
Air Force Base.
They never give
Kindly
anything
fasten your seats
other
to
than
boarding passes.
climb maintain
Stow your
4,000.
hand luggage in the overhead bins or under the seats in front of you. If you need any
It
assistance,
is
please don't
highly
hesitate
annoying.
to reach out to our crew. Thank you for choosing Alaska
Need to see if you're able to get out of Moby Flight Beta. I know that's so. Unticked beta. That didn't do anything. I'm gonna next time I'm just gonna uninstall and reinstall. But when I go to download, it still takes me to download. In fact, we're gonna do that, but we're gonna mess with it once we get airborne. Okay, real quick. Pre-flight checklist, interior and exterior inspections complete. Circuit breakers are checked. Nav display switches, normal and auto. Let's see, passenger signs are on. Window heats on. Engine bleeder switches on. Pressurization panel is set. Pressurization mode selectors in auto. Motor control panel is set. Flight directors are on. Oxygen mask is checked. Altimeter is 3018 cross-checked. Flight nav instruments are checked. Warning and annunciator lights are checked. Speed brakes down. Takeoff warning checked and closed. In-start levers are cut off. Step trim cutout switches are normal. Fire warnings checked. Radios and transponders. Only thing I want to do here is set guard and Unicom. Alright, radios, transponders set, radars off, rudder and aileron trim, free and 0, parking brake set, windows closed and locked, flight attendant brief. We'll do that real quick. Hey Taylor, are you ready for your briefing?
Yes, Captain. I'm ready for the briefing. All preparations are in place for the flight. Ladies and
Alright,
gentlemen,
so as you know,
welcome aboard
We've got a plane full of military veterans that we're flying down to Whiteman Air Force Base, so treat them with the utmost respect. It's going to be 1 hour and 15 minutes from wheels up to wheels down, cruising at 36,000 feet. We've got a little bit of weather on the climb out, but we should get to smooth rides once we get above it. So I'll let y'all know when y'all can get up to start your service. Any questions?
Thank you for choosing Alaska Airlines, and we hope you have a pleasant flight.
Understood, Captain. We'll ensure that our service reflects the respect and appreciation these veterans deserve. No questions from my side.
Alright, so for our departure brief, it's going to be a right seat takeoff aircraft type 737-900 for tail strike avoidance. We have no MELs, no CDLs. They did not tell us what runway to expect, so for now we're going to expect 12 left. Very short taxi. It'll be a 2-engine taxi. Pretty much straight ahead, Romeo 8 to Romeo 10. With that, we have no hot spots and runways to cross. If we go to 12 right, we'll have 2 hot spots, 1 runway to cross. Weather is less than desirable, but nothing terrible. Terrain's no factor. Standard abort procedures, below 80 knots, my decision. Above 80 knots, on abort for engine fire, engine fail, low level wind shear, anything that makes us feel like the aircraft's unsafe for takeoff. At V1, we're going to go flying, pop an engine, we'll fly runway heading, speed up, clean up, turn around and come on back to runway 12 right for an under max landing weight landing. If all goes to plan, we're going to fly the Rochester departure up to 4,000 feet. Departure frequency is 32,975. We're squawking 1354. So let's go down here. I know them overwing ain't open. Never is. Alright, let's get the ground equipment pulled back. Doors are closed. Alright, push back, checklist, doors. Well, we got those 2, but those are false. Close, hydraulic panel, set, fuel panel set, flight deck door, closed and locked, transponders, transponding. Pushback checklist is complete. Let's go ahead and get them fired up. Looking for max motoring on the N2. There it goes. What's up, Jay Foot? I'm not even sure there's a non-beta version of Mumby Flight. I've never opted in. That's just all I could find to download. Same thing, man. It still installed that shit. I still might try to do an uninstall and then reinstall. But we'll see what happens. Wait, that goes to... I can never remember this shit. Oh. I think that goes to high. Something I struggle with all the time. And starter cutout. Yep, we know about that. Why is this so slow? Alright, I have to start checklist. Generators on, probe heats on, anti-ice is off, air conditioning panel is set, recall checked, auto brakes RTO, flight controls check. Controls free and clear. Tax checklist, flaps 5, 5, and 5. Takeoff speeds 41, 41, 50 thrust, TO 48. Stab trim 4.8 is set. Flight controls are checked. Tax checklist is complete. Minneapolis ground, Alaska 6691, ready to taxi.
Alaska 6691, Minneapolis ground, taxi to runway 35 via Romeo 6, Romeo, cross runway 22, then Charlie 9 or Charlie, cross runway 12 left, then cross runway 12 right, then Delta, Kilo, Kilo 1.
Fucking kidding me. Alaska 6691 would like to request departure off runway 12 left.
Alaska 6691, taxi to runway 12 left via Romeo 6, Romeo, cross runway 22, then Charlie 9 or Charlie, cross runway 12 right, then Delta, Kilo, Kilo 1.
It's still giving me directions to 35. No, I'm gonna go to runway 12 left. American 30 or Alaska 6691. Not doing that shit.
Alaska 6691, Kilo 1.
Not doing that. Sexy ass livery.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Alaska Airlines Flight 6691, departing from Minneapolis to Whiteman Air Force Base. We're honored to have a plane full of military veterans with us today, and we will treat you with the utmost respect. My name is Taylor, and I will be your lead flight attendant for this journey. Joining me in the cabin are my fellow crew members, Sarah, James, Emily, and Michael. Our flight time today is approximately 1 hour and 15 minutes, cruising at 36,000 feet. Now, for your safety, please pay attention to the following safety
Approaching. 1,
To fasten your
2,
seatbelt,
left.
insert the metal fitting into the buckle until you hear a click. To release it, lift the buckle. We recommend keeping your seatbelt fastened whenever you
Alright, nav brief.
As turbulence
Departing off runway 12 left. Rochester 1, ALO transition.
pressure, oxygen
First fix is FGT up to 4,000 feet, and departure frequencies 32,975.
over your nose and mouth, securing it with the elastic band. Remember to secure your own mask before assisting others. For this aircraft, the Boeing 739, there are exits located at the front, middle, and rear of the cabin. Please take a moment to locate the nearest exit, which may be behind you. In the event of an emergency, lights will guide you to the exits. Life vests are located under your seats. To use them, hold the vest out, slip it over your head.
Alright, towers on, should be on 123.95,
Down on the red tabs.
and then departure
We will be
again
covering
is our 132.
snack mix, as well as picnic packs,
975.
fresh sandwiches available for purchase, ranging from $8 to $13. Beer and wine are $9, and premium liquors are $11. Please note that we are a cashless cabin, so you can use
Alright,
the
coming
Swipe
on
card
down.
or tap your credit or debit card.
Thank you, ma'am. Alright, before takeoff, runway position, runway 12 left, full length confirmed inside and outside. Flaps, 5 green light. Nav brakes complete. Takeoff warning. Checked. Auto throttles armed. Start switches continuous. Transponder TARA, flight attendants notified and acknowledged. Minneapolis Tower, Alaska 6691, holding short, runway 12 left, ready for takeoff. Got a dude on final.
Alaska 6691, Minneapolis Tower, runway 35, wind 030 at 4. RNAV Farmington, cleared for takeoff.
RNAV Farmington, cleared for takeoff. Alaska 6691. We're gonna go for it.
On runway 12 left.
Nice, and we didn't even die. Alright, VNAV. Farmington, LNAV.
Alaska 6691, contact departure.
Over to departure, Alaska 6691. Minneapolis departure, Alaska 6691. It's climbing 3100 for 4,000. RNAV Farmington.
Alaska 6691, Minneapolis departure, radar contact, climb via the SID.
Climb via SID, Alaska 6691. 7,000. Flaps up after takeoff. TAT's 15 degrees. We do have visible moisture coming up, but it is warmer than the 10 degrees for icing conditions. So for now, any ice will stay off. Here comes 6 for 7,000. And autopilot. B's in command.
Alaska 6691, climb and maintain flight level 240.
Climb and maintain level 240, Alaska 6691. N1 VNAV speed. Wes, my man, how's it going? Good afternoon to you. Well, yeah, good afternoon to you. Zach said that was nice. I know, I was thinking the same thing. That flyby was, as V1 would say, that flyby was juice. If he ever tried chase plane, uh-oh, traffic, I have control. No factor. We'll see them in the murk. Man, I didn't get this camera just right where you can see the yoke.
Dear guests, we are pleased to
If only y'all could see how I have this camera rigged up. It is so ratchet.
you may now use your devices in
So ratchet.
Additionally, onboard
It's on a tripod. The tripod is on another computer chair. 2 of the feet are wedged in the crevices of the seat cushion, and then I have like 5 zip ties to make like a little rope that goes over the headrest of the other chair so that it can lean over top of me.
Alaska 6691, climb and maintain flight level 280.
Climb maintain level 280, Alaska 6691. Wes says it's going good. Good, man. I'm glad to hear that it's going good. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Wednesday. I hope to have a better work day than I had yesterday. We had an extremely slow-moving line of weather push through Orlando last night. It shut Orlando down for a little while. I had 4 diversions. Then I had to audit all the diversions from last night and the previous nights since last Friday. And I think I audited like 15 or 16 diversions. It was brain-numbingly fun. Alright, Taylor, we just climbed through 10,000 feet. We're still in a little bit of this weather. Once we get on top of it in the next few minutes, I'll let you know when you can get up.
Understood, Captain. I will wait for your signal to begin service.
So, when it comes to say intentions, again, I'm not impressed with the ATC side of things. I do think Beyond ATC is a little bit better, although I think the voice recognition or like understanding the words that are coming out of my mouth is better with say intentions. I don't have to repeat myself with say intentions, but like Beyond ATC, it puts you.
6691, climb and maintain flight level 320.
Climb maintain flight level 320, Alaska 6691. Like Beyond ATC, it puts you on like not as often as Beyond ATC, but it puts you on the wrong runway. And that's pretty much like the only issue I have with Beyond ATC is just the runway assignments. But with say intentions, I have that issue, and it never gives me anything higher than 4,000 feet on the initial climb. The radar vectors suck. They start you down super early. I may have had that happen once or twice to Beyond ATC, maybe. Just pretty much everything ATC wise I'm not impressed with beyond ATC. So I might only buy the entourage thing and get rid of the whole Say Intentions package and continue using beyond ATC for my stuff. But I do very much like the flight attendant, like being able to talk to your flight attendant and your FO. I guess for me it would be captain. All right, 18,000 standard.
Alaska 6691, contact Minneapolis Center on 132.35.
Minneapolis Center on 3235, Alaska 6691. Minneapolis Center, Alaska 6691, climb in flight level 180, level 320.
Alaska 6691, Minneapolis Center, good afternoon.
Alright, Taylor, we are above the weather. You can now get up and begin your service.
Understood, Captain. I will begin the service now. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now cruising at 36,000 feet, and you are free to move out the cabin. We will be starting our service shortly, and I would like to remind you...
Hey man, what's going on? You going to Expo this year?
As well as picnic packs and fresh sandwiches for purchase ranging from $8 to $13.
No.
Beer and wine are $9, and premium liquors are...
Hey man, what's going on? You going to Expo this year?
Please remember that we are a cashless cabin, so you can use the store card in our app or tap your credit or debit card. Thank you.
Ah, Expo. I'd love to go, but not sure yet. It's always a blast. How about you, Captain? Ah, Expo. I'd love to go, but not sure yet. It's always a blast. How about you, Captain?
You read it twice. Heck yeah, man. Definitely going to be going. You know, the hardcore simmers don't miss it. Me, Callie Simmer, and Captain Shaquille Oatmeal. We're going to be going as the typical tripod. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Ah, the famous tripod. Sounds like a blast, Captain.
And it's a paid subscription for ATC. Yeah, I mean, in a way, Beyond ATC is as well. You have to pay for the premium characters once they're used up, and you got to pay. You got to buy more. But yeah, that was also an issue for me as well, was the paid subscription. Which is also why I think I might go to just the entourage thing and not use the.
Alaska 6691, climb and maintain flight level 360.
Maintain level 360, Alaska 6691. Shamir, what's up? Coolest jump seat ever. Oh man, I appreciate it. Appreciate that a lot. I didn't get the camera view as good as I wanted it to be, but we got this. You can see pretty much everything. Although the FMSs aren't working right now. I've got Moby Flight. It's kind of conflicting with the software for them. I got to get my face cam working again. I got to pull my desk out to do that. If there's anything I hate doing, it's pulling my desk out. That is a good looking airplane right there. Good looking airplane. Aren't you? Yeah. And I have that on, I think. Here are other live say intentions AI pilots who are currently within radio range and talking on the same frequency. So I guess they got to be on the same as me. I could do pre-recorded as well, or I could do global. Here are other pilots live anywhere in the world who are talking on the same controller type. Huh. I don't know if I want to hear people from all over the world. We'll try that one. Got the gaming PC finally. Got to teach you how to stream. Well, I tell you, it's YouTube videos are by far the best tools out there. It's relatively easy. The hardest part, honestly, is just figuring out how to develop, how to make the scenes that you want in OBS or Streamlabs. I use OBS. Also, you got to figure out too, if you want to stream in 4K, 2K, HD, because there's some specific settings for that. You can go into settings, let's see, I think output, and so your bit rate is going to be based off of the stream resolution that you want to use. The higher the bit rate, the more data it can take, and you'd also have like rescale output, what you want it to be scaled to, like what you see, and then what resolution they see, stuff like that. It's not hard. Just takes a couple YouTube videos to figure out. But the scenes are probably the most time consuming. Setting up your scenes and then the sources within those scenes. So like for example, like this is what I call monitor share no video. So it's going to show my monitor but not share any video, like cameras. Monitor share with video, which right now the webcam I have is not being recognized by the PC, so I've got to fix that. But if I wanted y'all to see me, I would click on that one. And then monitor share with two videos. This would be what I would to show my face cam and then also the flight controls camera. So I would click that, and usually you would see another camera on the left side of my face. Charts. This is my chart scene. I've got all the different sources in here for charts. So I have the throttle cam as well. I can turn that on and off. I've got that grouped in with a few different things. So like the throttle camera itself, and then I have a little overlay that I used to use. I haven't gotten rid of it, but left there in case I ever wanted to use it again. But little overlay. Oof, Lord. And then for Christmas, got this little Christmas light overlay. So we're gonna have Christmas lights, make it festive. But yeah, so you just basically add stuff in. Overlays, cameras, whatever. Like here's my progress overlay from Volanta. Alerts, chat. I'd have to go fix that, but fix the URL. But the chat would show in there. A few different things. Again, it's not hard. It's just watching a couple tutorial videos, and then like finding the overlays and stuff that you want. Like this chart. Let's see, chart group.
Alaska 6691, descent coming up in about 20 minutes. Delta 2783, Minneapolis Center. Climb and maintain flight level 390.
So charts. So I've got this iPad overlay. So this this little iPad thing is just a transparent overlay, and then I will mirror my iPad to my PC, and I put that. I just position it just right so it looks like you've got charts. all that kind of stuff. It's not hard. Just a couple YouTube videos and you start to figure it out. One, give me that one. There we go. Cool. Still on our slow climb. Yeah, man, not a problem at all. Can't wait to see you start streaming.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now cruising at a comfortable altitude, and we will be starting our snack and drink service shortly. We have complimentary Northwest snack mix available, and I highly recommend trying our delicious picnic packs or fresh sandwiches, which range from $8 to $13. After our service, we will also have articles from the Alaska Airlines shop available for purchase. Thank you for your
Hey, Canada, I'm gonna give you the radios for a little while.
All right, Captain, I'll handle the radios from here.
I didn't even have to click it. It just took it. That was dope. Hey Taylor, what kind of food you serving back there? I'm hungry.
We have complimentary Northwest snack mix available, as well as picnic packs and fresh sandwiches ranging from $8 to $13. I'll make sure to serve you first, Captain.
Yeah, I was about to say I don't wanna pay for anything. You know, if I'm the captain of this ship, I should eat for free. You know.
Oh, I understand, Captain, but, unfortunately, we have to follow the airline's policies on that. I can make sure to get you your meal first, though.
Well, I just read the airline policy and it said that the captain eats for free.
Oh, I understand, Captain, but, unfortunately, we have to follow the airline's policies on that. I can make sure to get you your meal first, though.
Yeah, you dumb bimbo. I just told you what the airline policy said, and you're like, yeah. Well, Tyler, when you get a chance, bring me a coffee, please. I'm starting to fall asleep.
Understood, Captain. I'll bring you a coffee right away.
Good afternoon to you. Seabird 82 partner with you, flight level
Traffic, my controls.
Seabird 82, Minneapolis Center. Good afternoon.
Descend. Descend. Clear of conflict. Descend. Descend.
There he goes. All right, we're good.
Alaska 6691, contact Chicago Center on 135.975.
Switch to Chicago Center on 135.975, Alaska 6691. Chicago Center, Alaska 6691, afternoon descending through flight level 350. Alaska 6691, Chicago Center, good afternoon.
Chicago Center, Alaska 6691. We just had a traffic resolution of flight level 360. We don't know what that is. Chicago Center, Alaska 6691. We just had a traffic resolution at flight level 360.
Alaska 6691, roger. Continue on your current heading and maintain flight level 360.
Yep.
Continuing on current heading, maintaining flight level 360, Alaska 6691.
Fired, that's right. You're fired. That is another thing I like with Beyond ATC is it has traffic injection. So it can see all the other traffic and talk to them, talk to you. Alright, we got top drop coming up here shortly. So let's go over what we're going to do. Alright, so we are planning the ILS Yankee Runway 1. It's chart 31-1, effective 17th March 2023. Identifiers India Sierra Zulu Lima, frequencies 110.3 with final approach course 010. Intercept the glide slope at KUXIU, 2,300 feet. Decision altitude is 1037. Touching zone elevation 837. MSA is 3,100 feet. If we go miss, we'll climb 3,000 via the SZL TACCAN radio 018 to Emma and hold. Transition levels 18,000 feet. We have a non-standard shallow 2.86 degree glide slope. Minimums for this approach, we need 200-foot ceilings and half-mile visibility.
November Tango 887 Sierra Delta at flight level 340.
November Tango 887
We'll land, it's going to be a left-hand turnoff. Try to jump off at Bravo. And then we're going to taxi over here to the Division Red Carpet. I guess that's Division, I don't know. But no, Air Force doesn't have divisions. Got squadrons. Anyways, we're going to taxi over there. And let all these vets off. Current weather in Whiteman, winds 340 at 7 knots, 10 statute miles, broken at 3,000, broken 5,000, temperature is 19, dew point 11, altimeter 3012. Set that. Yeah. Weather's not a factor, terrain's not a factor. We'll try to make it greasy, buttery smooth for these guys. Well, it will be a right seat landing. Again, aircraft type 737-900 for tail strike avoidance. No MELs, no CDLs. We'll go auto brake level 3, flaps 30. VREF of 140. We'll add 5 knots to that, so we'll bug 145. And call it a day. Glide slope 2.86. Alright, I guess I need to create a HUD camera. Kentucky does their honor flight in August. Nice. We do Spirit will do a few honor flights a year. We just completed one last week. Flew a bunch of veterans up to DC, and I think we have another one in August. Man, it's moving too much.
Chicago Center, good afternoon, Delta 1828, checking in 300.
Chicago Center, good afternoon.
Chicago Center, Bravo, there's 2690 with you, flight level 320.
There we go.
Wild Lotus 2690, Chicago Center, good afternoon.
Shit, I'm gonna... Nah, there we go. Save. Where you at? And then we'll put this. Cool. That works. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to vector ourselves, more than likely, on this downwind. It's got it turning in. Basically, it cut me. It's almost like it's skipping Harley. If this was an Airbus, I would know how to make custom pilot waypoints, and I could draw a fix 90 degrees off of Harley and intercept it from the north to make like a whole, make everything seamless. But I don't know how to do that in this airplane. It's probably something similar. Beanie Baby, what's going on, man? Good afternoon. Sorry, I was checking my phone. I got all sorts of messages and such. Wes, yeah, I'm pretty much the same. I can do some holds and different things like that, but making custom or making pilot fixes, not as much. Zach, gotta head out for a meeting. I'll have to watch landing later, dude. All right, man. Well, enjoy your meeting. I know that life. I've got to go into work 2.5 hours early for a 2-hour meeting. So I hope you enjoy. Have a wonderful Wednesday. And we'll see you on the next one, old son. I am hungry. Should we give a little address to our veterans in the back? Enjoy not wanting to be in the meeting. That's about right. And from the cockpit to all of our veterans in the back, so very happy to have you with us on this lovely afternoon. Very happy that we could take you up to Fort Snelling National Cemetery and bring you back home to Whiteman Air Force Base. Thank you for all of your sacrifice and service that you made. This country is in a deep debt to all of you, our greatest generation. We love you, greatly appreciate you. We'll be on the ground in about the next 35-40 minutes, and looking forward to seeing you all on the ground in Whiteman. And then Flight Test's gonna come in and say some stupid shit.
Thank you, Captain. I will make sure to convey your heartfelt message to our veterans in the back. It's an honor to have them on board with us today.
89 Juliet Tango through a friend request on Valenta. Sounds good. Let me go pull that up. Bam. Gotcha. Ah, Silky's fun. Took off out of Minneapolis.
Alaska 6691, whenever you'd like to descend and maintain flight level 220.
Descending and maintaining flight level 220, Alaska 6691.
Well, it's... Old Canada missed an instruction. It's at pilot's discretion. But we got that set. Oh, Nate's flying as well. Flying some corporate stuff. Looks like he's trucking down. No, he's still in pre-flight. He's flying all the way to
Alaska 6691, contact Kansas City Center on 134.625.
Switching to Kansas City Center on 134.625.
flying all the way to Jefferson City, Missouri. So he's gonna be landing not too far from us. How's the weather looking down here? We've already got a fucking pop-up.
Kansas City Center, Alaska 6691, afternoon, maintaining flight level 360.
Yeah. Wonder how many diversions we're gonna have today. AJJ. AJJ. What up, man? Good afternoon to you. Let's check the weather. Oh, by the way, guys.
6691, Kansas City Center, descend and maintain 14,000.
Yep, here we go. Wants to start us down super early. Let's see. Yeah, we're still like 35 miles from top of drop. So, vertical speed. And we'll ascend at 500 feet per minute. Nice and slow. Foreflight's got some got a cool new feature. It's got a whole bunch of like webcams everywhere. I don't know if they have it on Foreflight web. Nope. I don't think it does. No. But I can show y'all by mirroring my iPad. So got a few little isolated pop-ups. But I bet you we're going to have some nastiness blow up here throughout the day. And obviously we got a bunch of stuff down here in southeast Texas. Cloudy. That's kind of pretty. Let's do a flight from dadgummit. Why can't I remember what city that is? I have that airport too. The Teterboro in the Vision Jet. That's cool. Talk about getting different. I need to do that more. I need to fly different stuff. And we got a severe thunderstorm over here just to the west of New Orleans. There's the airport there. And be pissed. It's going to cause a bunch of diversions. Alright, let's see what this weather's supposed to do. Of course, it's going to back build over here near Dallas, naturally. It's going to hit New Orleans. Now this I can't believe. Oh wait, no. Yeah, they're going to get a few isolated cells. Little sea breeze effect. I'm sick of doing diversion audits. A lot of rain in the northeast mid-Atlantic, Ohio Valley. Thunderstorms in the Midwest, but this stuff won't really affect us much. Alright, now let's check this out.
United 221, Kansas City Center, roger.
Let's make this not look like a whole bunch of crazy cameras. So there's a new camera feature that has all of these FAA cameras in Foreflight, and you can look and see what the weather looks like. So that's at Lakeland Airport, or Lakeland Airport. Got one here, Mobile Regional. And it just kind of allows you to look around once every hour and see what the weather's looking like. Also highlights any tall obstacles. This is Dolphin Island. We've flown into here a few times in the sim. Love it down there. But yeah, you got cameras all over the place. Some places more than others. Let's see. Let's go somewhere pretty. Bald Mountain, Colorado. Look at that mountain. It looks bald too. There ain't no trees or anything on it. But it's pretty neat. It's cool to like just look around. This is Aspen Airport. Let's see what we got going on. I know I gotta check Jackson Hole. It's a beautiful day in Jackson. Mountains are still snow-capped. I miss wintertime already. I've been missing wintertime. But you know, Florida winter is a lot different from most of the rest of Huntington. I almost said Huntington, but for whatever reason I felt like that was wrong. So I didn't say it. There's a heliocopter. That was Yellowstone Airport. Oh shit. Now we've gotten high. But anyway, figured I'd show that to y'all. That was pretty cool. Another thing I like to check every day is some webcams. My favorite place in the world, Gulf Shores, Alabama. What the hell is this camera looking at? Yesterday it was...
City approach, Twin Cessna 7 Hotel, would like to cancel IFR at this time.
They had a lot of thunderstorms in Gulf Shores last night.
Squawking VFR, frequency change approved, Twin Cessna 7 Hotel. Thank you.
And a bunch. Look at that. Looks so peaceful. Gulf Shores is like surprisingly quiet, especially for such a touristy place. It is like my life's mission to live here. Still waiting to hear back from Airbus. If it works out, I'll be... Ooh, what was that? Oh, it's a person. What the hell? It's like, where'd you come from, guy? Whoa. Whoa. Oh, there's his ladder. So I guess maybe he's still working on it. But it's got motors and stuff. They can pan it and tilt it. We are not catching up glide path. Let's see, here's Perdido Key. So right down the beach from where we were just looking. Looks like a beautiful day. This one's offline. Fairhope, Alabama. It's right on the Mobile Bay. I was watching people like coming out to this pier and fishing at 2:30 in the morning Central Time last night. Who in the hell goes out there to go fishing that time of day? Here's Mobile Bay Causeway. All these vehicles drive across. We got Mobile over there. Got some afternoon build-ups. Airbus is just right across the bay. Look at all these lucky motherfuckers. 87 degrees, but feels like 100. That's wild. That's a hell of an index. That's another one live from Turquoise Place. Turquoise Place is one of the nicest luxury condos on Gulf Shores. I always wanted to stay there. Can't ever afford it. And here's Mobile Bay from the Mobile side. So you got the causeway over here. You got the USS Alabama right over there. And then the Port of Alabama. And actually, right over here to the right is the USS United States. They're prepping to make that a human-made reef or whatever. There's a lot of...
6691, descend and maintain 4000, turn left, heading 170 vectors for the ILS
Like, why the fuck would you turn me 40 fucking miles out?
Heading 170 for vectors to the ILS runway 1 approach, Alaska 6691.
We'll just go with it, see what happens. 4,170. Like, it's going to have us on like some sort of crossy downwind 40 miles away. Whatever, we'll give it a shot. See what it does. I have very little faith in it.
Alaska 6691, contact Whiteman approach on 127.45. Switching to Whiteman approach on 127.45, Alaska 6691. Whiteman approach, Alaska 6691, afternoon, descending through 15,000 feet down to 4,000.
Alaska 6691, Whiteman approach. Good afternoon. Whiteman altimeter 30.09er. Expect the ILS Yankee.
Oh yeah, and their altimeter settings are always wildly off.
ILS Yankee runway 1 approach into Whiteman, Alaska 6691.
And they're always changing. They'll be like, alright, it's 3019, and then you get close to the airport, it's like 30 fucking 15. I'm going with what the METAR says. I don't trust these bastards. Beyond ATC will at least give you the right altimeter. 3011 now. Alright, descent checklist altimeters 3011. Cross check. Minimums radio 200. Landing data. Flaps 30 VRF 139. Approach brakes complete. Auto brakes level 3. Seatbelt signs are on. Pressurization mode selector is set. And recall.
Captain, cabin
Checked.
is ready. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now on our final approach into White Man. At this time, we kindly ask you to turn off your electronic devices and stow them until we've arrived at the gate. Please ensure your tray tables are put away, your seats are in their full upright position, and your seat belts are fastened. Our Alaska Airlines staff will provide you with information regarding your connection
Turn right
flights
heading
once we are
215.
on the ground. Thank
Turning
you
right heading
for your
215, Alaska 6691.
Whiteman approach. Vision Jet 228 Tango Bravo.
Damn, somebody else actually flew into Whiteman.
Through 10,000.
Final approach but 40 miles away, right? So actually, speaking of approach and departure, I had a pretty cool meeting last night, or yesterday. Met with all of the Orlando chief pilots across all the different airlines in Orlando, as well as controllers from tower, ground, departure and approach, and then also a lot of different like admin type functions of the airport. It's like operations, etc., etc. And so after we did that meeting, which took away a good number of items to take to the OCC, got to go tour the F-11 facility, so the Orlando approach and departure facility, and watch them live as they were controlling aircraft. It was pretty damn dope. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I didn't think that I would have much to say or contribute, but they started talking about the Orlando ground was talking about like during weather events having enough fuel to not only deal with the added mile and trail to give more separation, but also they don't have a traffic management unit desk in the tower, but they do have one in the approach departure facility. So all reroutes issued by ATC Command Center have to go through approach departure, then they get translated up to tower, and then tower gives them to the airplane. So there's a lot of middlemen, and it makes reroutes take longer. And so with that, your taxis are going to take longer, but they are working on getting a TMU desk in the tower, so that once that happens, it should be able to shorten things up a little bit. And when they get that, they'll be able to implement what's called a CDRs, coded departure routes. And so they're all routes that have numbers associated with them. So, for example, a dispatcher will file them on the preferred route. But then if there's weather, they'll have CDRs made for these, for different weather events, depending on where the weather's at. And it can say, like Spirit Wings 298, like rerouted on CDR, I don't know. And then I'll give a code. It's like a letter and a number code, I believe. And then they just relay that to dispatch. Dispatch will have it built into the flight planning software already. And they just switch it into software and run the numbers, send it to the crew, and good to go. This kind of expedites everything. So the vectoring directions so far aren't terrible. It's just the when they descend and all that shit.
Alaska 6691, turn right heading 235.
Turning right, heading 235, Alaska 6691.
Oh, what the hell kind of turn is that? Five or four.
The Alaska 6691, 8 miles from Harley. Turn right, heading 290. Descend and maintain 3000 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 1 approach.
Right heading 290, descend and maintain 3000 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 1 approach. Alaska 6691.
Alright, we're in good shape now. This be interesting? Yeah. That's the way it goes sometimes with AI.
$2,500.
Alright, on the approach.
Alaska 6691, contact Whiteman Tower on 132.4.
Switching to White Man Tower on 132.4.
White Man Tower.
Alaska 6691. Whiteman Tower, Alaska 6691, afternoon. We're established on the ILS for runway 1 approach.
Alaska 6691, Whiteman Tower, winds 330 at 6. Runway 1, cleared to land.
Cleared to land, runway 1, Alaska 6691.
Little freeze right there from Electral Replay. Come on. Class Slopes alive. You're down, arm spoilers, flaps 15. We are cleared to land. And that's be 44. Alright. Land checklist, landing gear. Down. Actually, I should probably finish doing my flaps first. Alright, now, landing checklist, landing gear down. Flaps. 30 green light. Speed brakes armed. Instart switches continuous. Landing checklist complete. I don't know if I want to try the HUD or not. I usually land harder with the HUD.
$1,000.
Contact departure, Spirit 1068.
Spirit 1068, contact departure on 125.925.
Whiteman Tower, Spirit 106.
Copy that. $400. $300. Approaching minimums. Minimums. $100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Oh my god. Yep. That's why I never do the HUD. Like, it just messes up my sight picture a little bit.
Alaska 6691, welcome to Whiteman. Contact ground on 119.125.
Switching to ground on 119.125. Alaska 6691.
Damn, that's not even a damn taxiway.
Whiteman ground, Alaska 6691, cleared of runway 1, ready to taxi to the gate. Good afternoon.
No, we're not.
Alaska 6691, Whiteman ground, taxi to Park 1 via Bravo, Foxtrot. Good day.
Taxi to Park 1 via Bravo, Foxtrot, Alaska 6691.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have just landed at Whiteman Air Force Base. What a smooth landing, if I may say so.
Huh, I don't know about that. Definitely didn't look like it.
Experiencing a lovely temperature of 68 degrees Fahrenheit,
That is lovely.
Celsius, with a few clouds at 3,600 feet and solid overcast at 5,500 feet. Please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened until we reach our final parking position. On behalf of my captain, First Officer Captain Canada.
That's right, I changed my name to my captain. So it'd be like, Captain, my captain.
Emily and Michael, we thank you for flying with Alaska Airlines today. The local time here is 1:32 p.m. We hope you enjoyed your flight and have a wonderful day ahead.
I don't remember the number of the parking spot.
Whiteman ground, helicopter 071 Echo Charlie, cleared to Columbia, VFR, maintain below 150.
A lot of people fly out of here.
Frequency 127.45.
Your butt hurts after that.
3221.
Let's see what that rate was. 291. Yeah, that was pretty firm.
Below 1500 feet. Departure on 127.45, squawk 3221.
Alright, after landing, in-start switches
Maintain VFR at or below 1500
are auto.
1500 feet. Frequency 127.45.
Flaps up.
Squawk
Speed brake down. Radar's off. After landing complete.
Tower, maintain VFR at or below 1500 feet. Frequency 127.45. Squawk 3221.
Now this is freeware scenery. Just Google Whiteman Air Force Base, and you can pick up the scenery for free. Well, they got a B-2 in that hangar over there. That's dope. Another one over there. That's cool. For freeware, man, this scenery is nice. Super nice. I do have a specific parking spot, but I don't remember what its number is. No.
Whiteman ground, Spirit 1068, request engine start.
Spirit 1068, engine start approved.
Engine start approved. Spirit 1068.
Over to Washington Center 132.275, Kodiak RC Yankee Lima Kilo Hotel.
Alright, brakes set. We'll let them up and shut them down. Alright, shutdown checklist. Parking brake is set. Fuel pumps, one on. Seatbelt signs off. Window heat's off. Probe heat is an auto. Anti-ice is off. Electric hydraulic pumps off. Air conditioning panel set. And collision lights off. Or is it? I don't think it is. Beep. Engine start levers cut off. And transponder is in standby. There we go. Guys, welcome to Whiteman Air Force Base. I'm going to throw the replay on, and then I got to get ready for work. And I need to give my dog her meds, too. We'll stop that. Look at this scenery, though. Got Apaches and Blackhawks out this way. Got some A-10s. Some T-38s. B-2 Spirits. C-130. C-17. C-5s. There's a B-52 out. I think it's over there. Yeah, there it is. Can't beat this for freeware. This shit is nice. Wish I had this for Shepherd Air Force Base. That's where I was stationed. Alright, let's load up the replay.
Altimeter setting.
Pause break.
Alright guys, I am going to let y'all enjoy the replay. T-Fox. FOC, buddy. Safe landings. Well, I appreciate it. They'll be safe as long as I don't do my landings through the HUD, apparently, because we slapped this sumbitch on there. We got all the veterans in the back. I think I broke their backs with my landing.
Slow. Terrain.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope y'all enjoyed this very special episode of Wrong Side Simulations. Again, this was a makeup flight from our Memorial Day stream. And even though it's a little bit late, it was still pretty awesome. Especially landed this amazing freeware scenery. For everybody that joined this afternoon, I want to thank you for coming to hang out for a little while. Hope you enjoyed it. Please smash that like button if you haven't done so already. And if you're not subscribed, if you enjoy the content, feel free to subscribe. Make sure to smash that notification bell as well so you know when I'm going live. And also join the Discord. You'll get notifications there as well. To my fellow Americans, I hope that you had a great Memorial Day and kept those in mind who paid the ultimate sacrifice with their lives so that we can do shit like this, sit here and stream, talk shit, and not have to worry about any repercussions or consequences for talking said shit. My name is Blake. I am Wrong Side Simulations, and I gotta get ready for work. As always, be good or be good at it. Keep it on the wrong side, and I will see y'all on the next one.